All right. So the next series is something new. Darling in the Franxx. Another, I think, hotly anticipated series for this season. It's just showed up on Crunchyroll right now, so we're starting with episode 1 this week.
Yeah, yeah, and based on what I read about it before, sounds like it could be a little similar to Evangelion, which we both watched in the past,
Yeah,
but
some kind of mecha stuff.
some kind
Yeah,
of mecha stuff. But
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see if it's a similar plot or anything.
Okay. All right. Let's. I'm gonna read the overall summary here for the show, and that. Okay, here we go. The distant future. Humanity established the mobile fort city plantation upon the ruined wasteland. Within the city were pilot quarters, Mistiltine, otherwise known as the birdcage. That is where the children live. Their only mission in life was to fight. Their enemies are the mysterious giant organisms known as Kyoryu. The children operate robots known as Franxx in order to face these still unseen enemies. Among them was a boy who was once called a child prodigy. Code number 016, Hero. One day, a mysterious girl called 02 appears in front of Hero. I found you, my darling.
All
All
right.
right. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, episode 1, the title is Alone and Lonesome.
Yep.
All right. Kind of, ooh, intriguing title there.
Yeah. Already starting off with a heavy mood. I like it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Description for this episode is: the land has fallen into ruin, and children represent the last hope for humanity. One of them, Hero, fails to live up to that purpose and decides to walk away from it all until he meets a girl with horns.
Okay.
All right.
Lots of things to look forward to, I guess.
All right. Yeah. Let's check it out.
Let's check it out. All right. So just watched episode 1 of Darling in the Franks. Um, yeah, so we were just discussing right now, actually, how we see a lot of parallels between Evangelion and this anime, but there's also a lot of differences as well. And Freedom, like you were saying, like, Evangelion is like one of your all-time favorites. How do you think it compares?
This compares to Evangelion. It doesn't compare.
It doesn't compare.
It doesn't compare at all. I mean, so okay, but like yeah, it shouldn't compare things to Evangelion because Evangelion is to me like one of my favorite anime ever. Um, but it like superficially, there's a lot of parallels. They've clearly taken a lot of plot devices from Evangelion, like the idea of humanity is in dire straits. Like, there's some alien race. They have to pilot some sort of like giant
Robot.
mecha
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Um, and they put their own unique twist on it too. Like, kind of interesting. They told a story about those birds, where a male and
Mm.
female, they have to rely on each other to fly, and similarly, you need at least two people to pilot Franxx.
Right.
Um, so yeah, they put some unique stuff, unique spin on the Eva story. Uh, but yeah, I mean, pretty interesting. The animation is really good.
Yep.
I like the scale of the show because like one thing in Eva that I think a lot of people enjoy is how big the show seems
Mm.
in terms of like the fights are on like a very epic huge scale, right? um,
Yeah.
and I think this animated did like a pretty good job at scale and stuff with that fight um, with the
Yep.
Klaxosaur.
Yeah.
You could yeah, I thought that was like pretty well animated and stuff. Yeah, so it looks like some of the action in this anime could really be pretty epic for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah. Where I saw it, where I saw it, the biggest divergence with Evangelion was probably with the characters. Um,
mm,
like the characters here seem like much more typical anime characters,
definitely.
whereas with Eva, like it's completely different, right? You have the main character is like in like a psychological breakdown and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Whereas this seems a little bit more normal. The characters, at least. Yeah.
Looks like
And
it.
there's
So
there's a little
so
bit more
far.
lightheartedness, more
Yeah.
lightheartedness in this that I can
Yeah.
see for sure.
And the main character, that guy, number 16, he he definitely is a lot more normal than Shinji Ikari, like from
Yeah, way more normal. Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, I mean it's different. We can't
it's
compare
different.
them.
It's
It's
different,
just on
yeah.
the surface it seems this
On
has
the sur-
definitely been inspired by Evangelion. I think we can say
yes,
that.
I think we can say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like the dichotomy between the two main characters, like in the opening where she looked at the birds, the flightless birds, as like an inspiration, and he looked at them as like pathetic creatures. So
Yeah.
different worldviews
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
that should make for an interesting combination.
Yeah. And yeah, speaking of worldviews and stuff, I mean just this world that they're in.
Yeah,
It's kind of interesting. I'm hopefully we get some more info about it, but it looks like it's almost like completely like state controlled or something,
looks
where you
like it.
have
Yeah,
kids are being selected and they have to pilot and stuff, and if they don't, like they just disappear from the orphanages. Like who knows what's
yeah,
going on here?
yeah.
Yeah,
And it looks like only kids can pilot them, right?
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. So it's some kind of dystopia of some weird kind.
yeah, yeah. And we don't know what has happened to Earth in general, because she says that she's never seen an ocean before. So
Right, right.
maybe I don't.
That's right.
Yeah,
So something's happened.
something's happened.
Um, yeah. Again, some parallels with Eva there too.
Yeah,
In Evangelion, you had the first impact, which
right,
kind of trashed the planet.
right.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully people who are listening to this have seen Evangelion.
Yeah, yeah.
If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch
You
it.
gotta watch it. It's a classic.
Yeah. But if you watch that, you'll see all the similarities here.
Yeah. I like the name Klaxosaurus, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the the main character, the horned girl,
Yeah.
could be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they don't have names. They're just like
Number two.
code. What's
Yeah.
there 02 or
Zero
something?
two. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 02 could be interesting.
Yeah. I wonder if those numbers are randomly assigned.
Yeah. But I wonder why Hiro has a name then.
Yeah.
I guess the other guys had names like Ichigo, Hiro,
That's true,
whatever.
yeah.
Maybe they have a code name
Yeah.
as well on top of it.
So maybe Zero Two also has her own name, but she chose not to reveal it so far.
Yeah, it's possible that they adopt that code name once they join the military or whatever.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, judging from the first episode, I like it actually. It's
Yeah, no, it looks good. The
looks
production
good.
quality is good.
yeah.
I thought the score was pretty decent. It does a good job of evoking that like kind of epicness during the battle.
Yep.
I think we could see a lot of cool action
I think so too.
in the series. Yeah, and I hope we get a little bit more depth in the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Same.